Hello ma'am, what is this new video all about?
This new video will be all about giving an overview of the SQAA manual which we have recently got. The video will not mean that it will be the end of the understanding of the manual. It will be mainly to give a bird's eye view, or maybe for those learners who are auditory or visual learners, so that you can get a general hang of it or general impression of it, what the SQAA manual says about. I would very strongly recommend that after watching the video, everybody who wants to go for self-assessment or for the SQAA manual understanding should read the manual firsthand to understand the spirit of SQAA as CBSE wants it to be understood.
Okay, but will these videos suffice for someone who has to understand SQAA or the self-assessment form?
I would not say suffice, but I would say yes, these videos will be very helpful for a start, so that when you begin to read the manual, there is some basic understanding that you have. As we say, बात जब मुंह बदलती है तो मायने बदल जाते हैं, right? So anybody in the school setup, any stakeholder, may it be students, teachers, school leaders, managements, they should read the SQAA manual in the original form. But yes, the videos will definitely help.
Okay, but what is the central idea of the SQAA manual?
It is a beautiful document by CBSE. The central idea of the entire document is that it aspires at the growth of the schools. It is a system to manage and to improve the school structure. It is mostly about the processes that are involved in the school. And in this manual, the CBSE has benchmarked certain parameters which can tell you where the school is, what is the ground reality of the school. It gives you a direction so that all stakeholders and all involved in the school are assured that the school wants to improve with respect to the learning outcomes of the children. How to evaluate the standard or the level of the school? The manual has been subdivided, so that we get a better understanding, and all areas of our operations of school management have been addressed.
Okay, but what is the vision and values of SQAA?
Now, CBSE has been very explicit in giving us the visions and values of SQAA. When we talk of the vision of CBSE, the vision is to provide a quality education through standardized instruments and process of self-evaluation and external assessment, benchmarks in the concept, and to establish an effective system within an institution in accordance with the changing socio-economic and cultural context. The values of the framework are also beautifully put there. The framework outlines the values very clearly. The values are: it is encouraging self-evaluation, accountability, collaboration, and innovation. It promotes technology and research and innovation, and gives an enhancement to employability skills, nationalism, and making our children global citizens.
Okay, ma'am, but will all schools do it?
Oh yes. As per the latest CBSE circular and the guidelines given in the SQAA manual, it is mandatory now for all schools to go through the self-assessment form, and a time frame has been given for that. All schools, whatever levels, whatever places, whatever positions they are, everybody will now have to fill the self-assessment form, and it is a very good thing because it will give them a better understanding of where the school is now and where the school would want to improve and go.
Interesting. Tell me more about SQAA.
SQAA is School Quality Assessment and Assurance. CBSE has just uploaded the manual of this framework. When we go for filling up the school assessment form, which is mandated for any kind of affiliations with CBSE, we need to understand this manual. Now, to give a better picture about the manual, let me give you a brief about it. All the school processes that you have been put under domains. In the manual, CBSE gives us 7 domains, in which the heaviest domain, or the domain which carries maximum weightage, is the domain of curriculum, pedagogy and assessment. Because if the main focus is on student learning outcome, then this domain will be of utmost importance. It is the domain which carries the core value. All the other 6 domains, there are total 7 domains, all the other 6 domains, which includes inclusive practices, leadership and management, infrastructure, beneficiary satisfaction and others, all these 6 domains carry a weightage of 10%, and they are assistive, or they will be helpful to the main domain of curriculum and pedagogy. These domains are further divided into 49 subdomains. Now, how are the subdomains divided or interlinked? It is a self-explanatory, beautiful document. The entire school processes are not divided into silos. They are seamlessly interlinked, and all areas which seem to be closely connected have been subsumed under one domain. So we have 7 domains, 49 subdomains. Now, to judge or evaluate or understand these subdomains, CBSE gives us 84 standards. Now, these standards are the observables or the actionables or the performance indicators, the parameters to understand these subdomains and domains. Now, these standards and these parameters and these actionables or the processes, they are linked with rubrics. These 84 standards are basically connected, and rubrics for rating are also given in the manual, so that when the school reflects on its processes, it sees what actionables, what policies, what parameters the school is actually having in place, so that it can rate itself as to what maturity level it has gained. There are 4 maturity levels also given. The 4 maturity levels have the rubrics and the rating scale, so that the school understands that this is where the school stands. The maturity levels are maturity level 1, 2, 3 and 4. The highest level being level 4, which will say that the school is on a dynamic and an evolving level. Level 3 is the stable level. Level 2 is the transient level, and level 1 is the inceptive level.
Okay, ma'am. But are there any guidelines for levels of a school?
Yes. The guidelines of different levels of the school gives you the maturity level of the school, and the rubrics and the rating scales are very clearly mentioned in the SQAA manual. When we have understood the performance indicators and the rubrics and the rating scale given in the manual, we also have been supported by CBSE. They have given us suggestive documents which can be as the support documents, because we will have to some supporting documents to prove or authenticate that the school is actually at this level. But that does not mean it will put too much burden on the school to be preparing too many documents. I would like to make it very, very clear here that when we say that the school is at this particular level, or that this is what our system approach is, it needs to be embedded in the school system. It needs to be visible at all levels indicated in the NEP. That is, at the foundational level, the primary level, the middle level and the senior level. It will be 5 plus 3 plus 3 plus 4. We also connect it to the NEP. When we say that the school has term 1 for the students, that term 1 will be reflective in all areas and all levels and grades of the school. So one document will support number of domains or will be visible in number of domains. So the schools need not worry about too much of documentation, because The domains are interwoven, they are interconnected. So one document will be supporting more than one domain. That is very important, because collecting too much of data will intimidate the schools if they begin to think like that.
Okay. Thank you so much, ma'am, for your insights. It has greatly increased my knowledge about SQAA, but I will still read the manual by myself.
Yes, I would suggest that watching this video will give you an overview of the manual. What should be in the background when you begin to read the manual? The manual is self-explanatory, goes at its own page, a very interesting document, and CBSE has made sure that step by step everything is nicely explained. In the following videos that will be coming up, I will try and make every domain very clear, and will be doing a little hand holding in understanding all the 7 domains, and will be discussions with some experts on those domains. So keep watching and stay connected.